We be talking, bro. Men's moment. We didn't do men's moment last week. This one's for everybody. This is not just for men. This is go for women. This is go for anybody, man. But the main thing I wanted to say this week is get yourself a routine. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a routine that you get in every day. That means if you wake up, you're going to wake up, you're going to pray, you're going to make yourself a thing of coffee. My routine now, the two things that I wanted to focus on in 2024 is being consistent, consistency, staying the same, making sure my word is bond. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Those were one of the main things for me is consistency. And that was really the only one is just being consistent, being where I say I'm going to be. I still need to work on being timely. That's another one that I really want to work on. I'm trying to get better at being timely in everything I do. I have some work to do on that, but get yourself a routine because when you got a routine becomes habit. And when you build good habits, that's when changes start to come. All right. And Meech can be my witness on this because he see me on the Apple Watch every day, but every day, that is our goal. Me and my wife. I need to shout out my wife, Kania, because when you have a routine, when you have something every day, that's when the change starts to come. So we get up every morning around 7:45. We drop the kids off. We get our coffee ready. We go to the gym. We go work out. We come home. We take a shower, go to work, do the same thing every single day. I wash a load of clothes every single day. These things that I do, this is what, this is something that anybody can do, and you can do it at your own level. But try to do something and do it every day. You know what I'm saying? Build those building blocks to make yourself a better person, especially when it comes because men, you are the leaders of your household. You know what I'm saying? Men are a little different than women. Yes, women are supposed to, follow their men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women are single out here, but this is for anybody on any level. Just build yourself a routine and stick to that routine. So, George, what do you think about this one?
You know what? I fully agree, man. There's nothing like being consistent in something. And the funny part about it is, Mike, everybody got a habit. You just realize you got more bad habits. So now what you want to do is counteract that and create good habits. You know what I mean? And you said something again. Men, we got to realize we are the thermostat in the home. Right? I think somebody said not too long ago, we set the temperature in the home. How our attitude, how we focus, how we embrace our family so they can see us leading. And one thing you don't want to do, you said it a while back, just because you out front don't mean you lead, right? You can be out front and turn around and nobody behind you. Now you got a problem, right? But if you're consistent, you got somebody holding you accountable, you start to see those changes. And there's nothing like a little bitty change over time. You look up, it's a major change, right? So again, like you say, just start slow, right? A lot of us sometimes, we are biting a lot. I'm going to do 5 miles a day. I can do 5 minutes a day, right? You know what I mean? Do a mile a day, right? And you build up that endurance, you can go further, whatever it is. So again, I fully agree. If you ain't got no consistency, you're gonna have nothing. The consistency leads to discipline. Discipline leads to a change and habit lifestyle. Now you are where you want to be, or you can see where you're trying to go. So I fully agree with that.
Right, and that's even in your spiritual walk too. You know what I'm saying? You have to be disciplined, and consistency and discipline, they go hand in hand with each other. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, a lot of things can distract you from staying focused on your goals. But like Deion Sanders says, keep the main thing. But you got to know what the main thing is. A lot of people don't know what their main thing is. But you have to keep the main thing because the main thing is going to drive everything else. You know what I'm saying? So keep the main thing. That's another thing. What you think on this one, Meech?
Man, like you said, man, if you don't have no boundaries, no guidelines, like who are you as a person, as a man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you expect your kids or your wife, or significant others to follow you if you don't know who you are as a person? So understanding who you are and the goals and things that you set, like the boundaries that you set, it's important. You gotta have that in life. Because if not, like George said, you'll be leading, nobody following behind you when you look up.
You sure right. And you know what, bro? I think that's the main thing with me is I used to get so frustrated because I'd be like, man, why ain't you listening to me? Why, even with my wife, even with my kids, you're not listening to me. Because I wasn't leading by example. I'm just telling them. But you know what? When you set a foundation and say, I'm going to do this first, I'm going to do it regardless. That's the best teachers when they see you do it. All right. I'm going to go wash them clothes. And if you hopefully you gonna follow after me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go do this first. I'm gonna take the lead on, and that seems to help a lot when you're the one that's actually on the forefront, that you actually doing it first and not waiting for one of them to do it or not telling them to do it. That's the best leader to me, is somebody that is a servant. A servant leader is the best leader to me. Somebody that is willing to serve, somebody that's willing to get their hands dirty. Somebody is always going to follow somebody that's doing that, rather than somebody that's just talking and giving out orders. The person that's actually getting their hands dirty, actually being a servant leader, is always the best leader. What you think on that, Dante?
Man, same. I agree with y'all wholeheartedly. Like, it's easy, like the same with coaching. It's like, if you go out there and you telling them, hey, I need you to do this, and you can't go out there and show them, it ain't gonna really get done, because all they doing is listening to your words and they can't visualize it. You get out there, show them what it is.
That's a great example. That's a great example, Dante.
But I agree, man. Habits create the best. Habits make you.
Right.
That's my take. Create good habits, you get good results. Bad habits, you know where they go. Yeah, man. So get yourself a routine. That's our Men's Moment. Very simple one, man. Start off real slow. You ain't gotta go all the way up there where you doing all this stuff, man. Just try to do one thing every day. Say, I'm gonna do this every day. I'm gonna pray every day, or I'm gonna take a walk every day, or I'm gonna make sure just something that you can do every day that builds that consistency and builds that discipline. Tune in to the Mike to Mike podcast every week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks, and like always, see y'all next week.